Thank you. Charles Darwin introduced us to the concept of survival of the fittest. It's been tested through time. Very few people argue with it. It's just held true for centuries. I'd like to introduce the topic of survival of the friendliest. There's three species that can prove this theory. Penguins. Penguins survive harsh winters by huddling together. Friendliness counts. Wolves turned into dogs, and dogs are so friendly that they're now integrated into our lives and they proliferate more than most other species. The third species is human beings. I learned in school as a young kid that human beings are social animals. We need others, we need relationships for self validation, for connection, to learn, to avoid making mistakes, to just go faster in life, to go better in life, and to go deeper in life. In today's world, as we mentioned before, this world of digital distractions and instant availability of almost any and everything, we mostly don't even have relationships with our grocers. Like, otherwise, when I was a kid, the shop from where I used to buy my grocery, I had a relationship with the sales guy there. He knew me, he knew my dad, he knew my mom. There were relationships there. Now most of the shopping is done online. If we talk about what really influences relationships today, besides the digital world, or let's just go into that first, since everything is available with a single swipe or a click, it has influenced our level of patience, our level of tolerance, and how much are we willing to invest when there's a gap between you and the other person. Most of us just say, okay, this person's not worth following up with. That's just the reality of today. I don't think it's bad or good. It's just how we are today. The other huge influence on relationships today, I can attest to this myself being an immigrant, is globalization. Culture, where you've been brought up, makes a huge, huge difference. Um, Living in Canada, eye contact is a big issue. Certain cultures value eye contact. You look into the eyes of the person near you, even if you're in a metro, in a train, and a bus. In Canada, we don't look at people in the eyes because it's just offensive. It just invades their privacy. Now, there's no saying who's right or wrong, it's just different cultures. And we need to be able to find some kind of a medium in between. These are huge influences on building relationships. Um, just definitions of relationships, definitions of roles can be influenced by cultures and where we come from. Today's relationships are fairly different from how a relationship was invested in, how it was constructed, and how it was sustained maybe just 40 years ago. Today, the whole system is different, and one needs to be able to adapt. One needs to be able to find ways to still create intimacy, to be able to come to common priorities, to be able to come somewhere in between, because no matter how digital or how global things get, relationships are vital. And we need to be able to put in the work to find out and to figure out how to make them work.